Hi, right-wing media. Shall we have a little look at how you frame things? So this was a little bit before the local elections, and I get that, different polls show different things. But it's really interesting, isn't it, how you frame it, that the polling is this 4 years before a general election, but therefore we're looking at Farage as a potential prime minister. But we've never seen Farage actually try to manage anything. And as we've already seen since the local elections, it's been a little bit of a car crash. But still, you're telling your readers that he's 10 points ahead. But yesterday, the Mail said that he'd managed to hold on to a 5-point lead. So does that mean that he's dropped 5 points since the local elections, as we've all seen what a shitstorm it's turned into? Of course, the reality is your polls say different things, but your headlines never reflect that. And in fact, you have to really read into an article to work out what the actual reality is of a situation. But again, why are you continuously promoting Farage? But at which point do we really sit down and think we've got a problem with our media? Because here's BBC Wales saying that Nigel has ruled himself outstanding in the Senedd elections, but he was never eligible. He's a sitting MP for Clacton, not that Clacton would ever know. But there's a problem for reform in Wales because they haven't actually got a First Minister of Wales. They haven't got a good speaker. And of course, the only speakers they put on the TV and media here are Nigel, Richard, Dick to everybody, and Zia, who are the only ones that kind of do all the flim-flam. They keep Lee Anderson away from all the interviews. They keep James McMurdoch away from the interviews. They used to keep Rupert Lowe away from the interviews. So they know that they are their three best communicators. But without them, they're a little bit fucked in Wales because the local councillors that have been speaking on the Welsh media recently have been a car crash. But why are our media so focused on Farage? But at which point do we start really questioning the media's agenda? Because the poll that this article is written about was taken before the white paper was announced by Labour on Monday. And yet, if you read it, it doesn't really read like that, does it? Anyway, just wondering, as you were.